Hello, Sunday morning. This is the inaugural AYC kayak raid. Every Sunday at 6 a.m., kayakers will go to the boatyard and head out to sea in search of adventure. Why don't you join us next week? Legazpi Beach is full of happy sounds with all the families down on the beach and in the water having a great time. And we very carefully brought down 7 kayaks and started putting on our gear. We were joined this time by Jay and his family. Jay had just purchased a new kayak for his boys, and here you can see Jay heading out first, followed by his companion and the 2 young boys. As you can see, it looks like somebody drowning, but it's not, and he's on a 3-person kayak there, whereas Johnny was on a very light one. And the next picture is Alan Raphael. Dr. Alan came out in a banca that's owned by Marlon's mother. And soon we were all out there, and it was a very misty morning, and couldn't really see off to the distance very well, but we still, well, actually we were quite grateful that the sun was not out. We were led by Dr. Rico, who has not been kayaking for 8 years, but he was a very enthusiastic kayaker, and he led the pack out and actually went around Luba's Point a little bit ahead of us. And there you can see Jay talking to Rico. And unfortunately, this is a picture of Alan and Raphael in the Banco going through the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Hopefully, local governments will start to recognize how damaging this is to tourism. And so off we go, and we made it to what we call the secret beach. I was the first to arrive because I kayaked in a straight line. And you can even see Mayan Volcano in the background, but it very quickly disappeared after I climbed up on the rocks and was closed in clouds in the mist. In this next picture, what you see is that the kubu hut that was there 2 weeks ago, when Alan and I were here 2 weeks ago, the kubu huts are gone, both of them. But in the next picture, you can see that 3 other huts have been built to store and protect what appear to be palm leaves. Soon everybody was arriving, and we took a break and walked around on the beach a little bit, and you can see all the boats lined up there. And of course, we're maintaining social distancing, right, guys? Of course, I had to take a selfie, and the boats look really good all lined up out there. But soon we were back on the water, and you can see Jay's cluster of boats there all together as we headed back towards the boatyard. And this is kind of silly, but I wanted them to race, and so they posed. They posed for a picture. And why don't you listen to the narrative now as the race began. Ready, set, go. That's not a race, this is a video. You have to have a race. Okay. Go, 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 go. Who's gonna win? Come on, boys. He's an old man. Wow, they're gonna win. Now, what really surprised me was my wife had that super zoom camera all the way back at the Legazpi Oceanfront Hostel, and she had zoomed in on the race and actually got a pretty good view of the race from the hostel. So we have 2 versions of the race here to show you. But soon we were all back and pulling our kayaks back across the street to the boatyard. And as you can see there, Johnny is climbing up into the truck, and he's always there to help everybody out. And we're so grateful to have Johnny Nepe in the club. And I'll end this with a little bit of bragging, maybe. I was surrounded by my friends, the Puro kids, as I arrived, and it looks like I'm immensely popular. But the truth is, my dog Choco is much more popular than me. Notice how kind they were to take the kayak paddle from me, and they actually helped me get out of the kayak. But don't kid yourself, their motives were to have a good time too, and we're more than willing to accommodate as long as they maintain some safety regulations there. They don't go too far, and they wear life jackets. And that's kind of how our day ended. These good kids, actually, when they're done, they take the boats back to the boat yard and put away the life jackets themselves. So we're really grateful to be part of such a great community. And that's our Sunday morning. In the afternoon, we're hoping there'll be a wind, and at 2 p.m. we can have some Osgoose sailboats out there. But the truth is, I'm recording this at 2 p.m. and I'm not out on the ocean right now because I'm just a little bit tired, and I suspect the others are too. But as we get stronger, there's going to be sailing in the afternoon and kayaking in the early morning. So, goodbye from Albay Yacht Club.